Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Natasha, your host for today's lesson. If this is your first time here, I want to let you know that we upload a brand new English learning video every day to help you speak better English, improve your understanding, and build confidence step by step. Today's lesson is going to be a little different and much more interactive. In this episode, we're going to practice English together, from level 1 all the way to level 7. That means no matter your current level, whether you are a complete beginner or already an advanced learner, this video will help you practice speaking English clearly and naturally. You'll get the chance to repeat, respond, and shadow real sentences that are used in daily life, so your fluency improves as you go along. We'll go through daily conversation examples and break them down, so you can learn sentence structure, improve your vocabulary, and start thinking in English. This is not just a passive listening video, it's a full speaking workout. So make sure to stay with me until the end of this video. By the time we finish, you'll notice you're more comfortable using English in everyday conversations. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon so you never miss any of our helpful English lessons. Now, get ready to speak with me, take a deep breath, and let's begin. Let's begin with the most basic level, level 1. At this level, we focus on very simple sentences. These are great for beginners or anyone who wants to refresh the foundation. Listen to each sentence and repeat after me. Hello, how are you? Say it with me. Hello, how are you? Now respond. I'm fine, thank you. Let's do it again. What is your name? Now you say, my name is Anna. Simple, right? These small sentences are the building blocks of real conversations. Where are you from? Answer, I'm from Pakistan. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. Practice saying these aloud with me. This is how we train our mouth and brain to work together in English. Let's keep going with more short conversations. Do you speak English? Say it now. Yes, I speak a little English. Great. Where do you live? Now you. I live in New York. What do you do? I'm a student. I'm a teacher. I'm a driver. You can replace the job with whatever suits you. Keep practicing aloud. The more you speak, the better you'll get. Now let's go to level 2. At this level, we'll form slightly longer sentences and talk about simple daily routines. Repeat after me. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I brush my teeth and take a shower. Then I eat breakfast. Say it. I eat eggs and toast for breakfast. After breakfast, I go to work. I start work at 9 a.m. These are sentences you can use every day. Use them to talk about your morning routine. Now let's practice a short paragraph together. Listen and then repeat. Every morning, I wake up early. I brush my teeth, take a shower, and have a cup of tea. Then I go for a walk in the park. Say this with me slowly, one sentence at a time. Repeating these short stories helps you build fluency and rhythm in speaking. Now, let's do some response practice. I will ask a question, and you will answer. What time do you wake up? Answer. I wake up at 6:30. What do you eat for breakfast? Say, I eat rice and curry, or I eat bread and butter. Use your real routine. Let's do another one. Do you go to school or work? You can answer, I go to school, or I work at a shop. This speaking practice is powerful. It helps you think fast and stay confident. Let's go to level 3 now. This is where we begin to add more detail and speak more naturally. Let's talk about going shopping. I need to buy some vegetables. I'm going to the market. I want to buy tomatoes, onions, and potatoes. Say it with me. Excuse me, how much is this? It's $2. Can I get a discount? Sure, I'll give it to you for $1.50. These are phrases used in real life, every day. Use them in your practice. Say them aloud. You don't need to wait for a real conversation. Practice makes progress. Now let's do a full mini dialogue. I will say both lines. First, listen. Then we'll practice together. Hi, can I help you? Yes, I'm looking for a blue shirt. What size do you wear? Medium, please. Here you go. Thanks, I'll try it on. It fits well. Great. Would you like to buy it? Yes, I'll take it. Now let's practice this whole conversation, slowly. I'll say the first sentence and wait. You repeat. Then the next one. Ready? Hi, can I help you? Now your turn. Yes, I'm looking for a blue shirt. Go on. Repeat every sentence and build your confidence. Let's talk a little about how to sound more natural. When you speak English, don't just translate from your native language. Think in English. Don't say, I am going to do the food. Say, I am going to cook. Don't say, I take tea every morning. Say, I drink tea every morning. These little changes make your English sound more fluent and correct. That's why you should listen, repeat, and practice daily. Shadowing is a technique where you listen to a sentence and immediately repeat it, just like we're doing now. This helps your brain catch the rhythm and flow of natural speech. Let's continue with more practical phrases for daily life. What time is it? Say it. It's 3:30. Are you free tomorrow? Yes, I am. Let's meet at the cafe. Okay, what time? At 5 p.m. This is a basic plan-making conversation. It's very useful in real life. Let's say it together. Are you free tomorrow? Yes, I am. Let's meet at the cafe at 5. Okay, see you then. Try saying it with emotion. Practice not just the words, but also the feeling behind them. Let's move to level 4 now. At this level, you'll practice more fluent and descriptive sentences. Let's begin by talking about your day in detail. Imagine someone asks you, "How was your day?" Here's how you can respond in a natural way. My day was quite busy. I had a lot of work to do at the office. I started my day with a team meeting and then worked on a few important projects. After lunch, I replied to emails and attended an online workshop. I came back home around 6 p.m. and now I'm just relaxing. Let's break it down. Repeat each sentence slowly with me. My day was quite busy. I had a lot of work to do at the office. I started my day with a team meeting. Then I worked on a few important projects. After lunch, I replied to emails and attended an online workshop. I came back home around 6 p.m. Now I'm just relaxing. That's a fluent response. If someone asks about your day, you can answer with this structure. Now it's your turn to practice. Think about your real day. What did you do today? Try to speak it in English. You might say, today I woke up early, helped my mother with breakfast, studied for a while, and then went to the store with my friend. Use real examples. The more personal your sentences are, the more easily you'll remember them. Let's talk about feelings and opinions now. These expressions are very useful when you want to sound natural in conversations. Say this with me. I think this movie is amazing. In my opinion, this place is too crowded. I feel very happy today. I don't like spicy food. I love listening to music when I work. I enjoy spending time with my family. Notice the verbs we use. Think, feel, like, love, enjoy. These verbs help you express your thoughts and emotions. Let's use them in conversation. I'll say something, and you respond with your own feeling. Do you like coffee or tea? You could say, I like tea more than coffee. Next, how do you feel today? Answer, I feel tired, or I feel excited. Practice saying these aloud. Don't worry about mistakes. Just speak. Let's try a small exercise now. I'll tell you a short story, and you'll repeat after me. Anna is a student who lives in New York. She wakes up early every day to go to her university. She studies computer science and loves programming. After her classes, she works part-time at a bookstore. In the evening, she enjoys cooking and watching movies with her roommate. On weekends, she visits her parents who live nearby. Now repeat it one line at a time with me. This story helps you practice sentence structure, verb tenses, and vocabulary. Now let's move into level 5. This is an upper intermediate level where we start using more advanced expressions. Let's practice making polite requests and suggestions. Say this. Could you please help me with this? Would you mind opening the window? Let's try going to that new restaurant. Why don't we watch a movie tonight? How about we meet at 6 p.m.? These are all natural, polite ways to make requests or offer ideas. Now repeat each one after me. Could you please help me with this? Would you mind opening the window? Let's try going to that new restaurant. Why don't we watch a movie tonight? How about we meet at 6 p.m.? Great. Practice these with your family or even by yourself. Let's use these in conversation. I'm feeling a bit cold. Respond. Would you mind closing the door? I'm hungry. Respond. Let's get something to eat. I don't feel like cooking. Respond. How about we order some food? Practicing these kinds of short, realistic dialogues will prepare you for real-life conversations. Let's take it a step further with description practice. Being able to describe things helps you express yourself more clearly. Let's try describing a place. The park near my house is very peaceful. It has tall green trees, a small lake, and lots of benches to sit on. People often come there for a walk or a jog. In the morning, you can hear birds singing and the air smells fresh. Now you try. Think of a park, a market, your room, or a cafe you know, and describe it in 3 to 4 sentences. Use words like big, small, quiet, busy, beautiful, old, new. These words help create a picture in the listener's mind. Now we'll go into storytelling. Telling a story in English helps you improve your sentence flow and vocabulary. I'll tell you a simple story, and you will repeat it sentence by sentence. Last weekend, I went to the beach with my cousins. The weather was sunny and perfect. We played volleyball, swam in the sea, and had ice cream. In the evening, we watched the sunset together and took many pictures. It was a wonderful day, and I hope to go again soon. Now say it with me. Repeat each line slowly and clearly. Good. Keep practicing such stories. You can make up your own or use real memories. Let's also include some expressions used in daily chats. Long time no see. What's up? That sounds great. I'm not sure. Let me think. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. I'll get back to you. These phrases are often used in spoken English and make you sound more fluent and friendly. Let's use them in examples. Hey, long time no see. Yeah, what's up? Let's meet this weekend. That sounds great. Try repeating that full exchange. Saying things like this helps you feel confident in informal conversations. Now imagine this situation. Your friend is feeling stressed. What can you say? Try. Don't worry, everything will be okay. I'm here if you need to talk. Take a deep breath and try to relax. These comforting phrases are useful in many situations. You can also use them for yourself. Speak them out loud when you need to calm yourself or support someone else. Let's now move into level 6, where you begin to express more complex thoughts and opinions and engage in deeper conversations. Let's start with discussing daily problems and how to talk about them in English. Imagine you had a long day and you want to share how it went. You might say, "Today was really exhausting. I had back-to-back meetings and barely had time for lunch. My computer crashed in the middle of an important task and it delayed everything. By the time I got home, I was too tired to cook, so I just ordered some food and went straight to bed." Try saying these sentences with me now. Today was really exhausting. I had back-to-back meetings. I barely had time for lunch. My computer crashed in the middle of an important task. It delayed everything. I was too tired to cook. I ordered some food. I went straight to bed. These are natural and real sentences. You can use when talking about your day with a friend or colleague. Let's practice expressing emotions about situations. You can say, "I was really frustrated when my plans got canceled. I felt disappointed after the interview. I was thrilled to hear the good news. I felt nervous before the presentation." Repeat each of these with me now. I was really frustrated when my plans got canceled. I felt disappointed after the interview. I was thrilled to hear the good news. I felt nervous before the presentation. Being able to talk about how you feel is an important part of fluency. It helps you connect with others and express your personality. Now, let's do a practice dialogue. Imagine this conversation between two coworkers. First, listen. "Hey, how did your meeting go?" "Honestly, it was a bit stressful. The client had so many questions, and we weren't fully prepared." "Oh no, what happened?" "We tried our best to answer everything, but I felt a little nervous." "That's understandable. Next time, we'll be more ready." "Yeah, I learned a lot from this experience." Now let's go through it line by line, and you repeat after me. "Hey, how did your meeting go?" "Honestly, it was a bit stressful. The client had so many questions. We weren't fully prepared." "Oh no, what happened?" "We tried our best to answer everything." "I felt a little nervous." "That's understandable." "Next time, we'll be more ready." "Yeah, I learned a lot from this experience." These realistic dialogues help you get used to common phrases and expressions. Let's talk now about future plans. Being able to talk about what you're going to do is very useful. Say this with me. Tomorrow, I'm going to visit my grandmother. Next weekend, we're planning a trip to the mountains. I'm going to apply for a new job next month. After this course, I'll continue learning advanced English. Now your turn. Think about your real plans and speak them out loud. Try saying, "Tomorrow I will," or "Next week I'm going to." Speaking about the future gives your sentences direction and meaning. Let's now practice level 7. This is the advanced level, where we work on expressing opinions clearly, storytelling, and connecting ideas logically. Let's start by discussing personal beliefs. You can say, "I strongly believe that learning English can open many doors. In my experience, consistent practice is the key to fluency. I think watching English movies with subtitles helps a lot. I personally prefer speaking with native speakers to improve my accent." Repeat these ideas with me. I strongly believe that learning English can open many doors. In my experience, consistent practice is the key to fluency. I think watching English movies with subtitles helps a lot. I personally prefer speaking with native speakers to improve my accent. These statements are structured in a natural way. Try to use them when expressing your own opinions. Now let's do a storytelling practice exercise. Imagine a situation and describe it in detail. For example, let's describe a memorable day. One of the best days of my life was when I graduated from university. The ceremony took place in a large auditorium filled with students, families, and teachers. I remember feeling so proud and emotional when my name was called. I walked across the stage, received my degree, and smiled for the camera. After the ceremony, we took lots of pictures and had a small celebration with friends and family. That day reminded me that hard work really does pay off. Now repeat this story line by line. One of the best days of my life was when I graduated from university. The ceremony took place in a large auditorium filled with students, families, and teachers. I remember feeling so proud and emotional when my name was called. I walked across the stage, received my degree, and smiled for the camera. After the ceremony, we took lots of pictures and had a small celebration. That day reminded me that hard work really does pay off. Telling personal stories helps you build fluency, memory, and confidence. Let's now focus on making comparisons and giving reasons. These skills help you speak with depth. Say with me, I prefer studying in the morning because my mind is fresh. In comparison, studying at night makes me feel tired. I think reading books is more helpful than watching videos. Although both are useful, books improve vocabulary more. These kinds of comparisons and explanations are often used in real conversations, interviews, and discussions. Now try forming your own sentences using because, although, in comparison, and more than. For example, I prefer tea more than coffee because it makes me feel relaxed. Or, although I enjoy movies, I like reading books more. Let's now challenge your thinking. I'll ask you a few open-ended questions and give you time to answer. Ready? What is one habit that has helped you learn English faster? Think and answer in English. Describe your dream job and explain why it interests you. Speak freely. Talk about a challenge you faced and how you overcame it. Take your time. Speaking about deeper topics trains your brain to form longer, more complex sentences. Now let's do one more advanced conversation practice. Imagine this exchange. Hey, have you ever thought about moving to another country? Actually, yes. I've always wanted to study abroad and experience a different culture. Where would you like to go? Probably Canada or Australia. I've heard great things about their education systems. That sounds exciting. Have you started preparing for it? Not yet, but I'm working on improving my English first. Now repeat the dialogue slowly with me. Hey, have you ever thought about moving to another country? Actually, yes. I've always wanted to study abroad. I want to experience a different culture. Where would you like to go? Probably Canada or Australia. I've heard great things about their education systems. That sounds exciting. Have you started preparing for it? Not yet, but I'm working on improving my English first. Excellent. These realistic scenarios help you practice expressing your goals, thoughts, and dreams in a natural way. Let's keep the momentum going with more advanced speaking practice that ties together everything you've learned from level 1 to level 7. At this stage, it's important to practice not only fluency, but also how smoothly you connect your ideas. Let's start by talking about routines with more depth. Think about your weekly routine and try saying it aloud. For example, every Monday I like to start my day with a cup of coffee and a quick review of my goals for the week. I usually have meetings in the morning, so I make sure to prepare the night before. On Wednesdays, I go to the gym in the evening. It helps me stay active and refresh my mind after a long day of work. On weekends, I spend time with my family, catch up on reading, or go for a walk in the park. This routine keeps me balanced and productive. Now let's repeat this together. Every Monday, I like to start my day with a cup of coffee. I review my goals for the week. I usually have meetings in the morning, so I prepare the night before. On Wednesdays, I go to the gym in the evening. It helps me stay active and refresh my mind. On weekends, I spend time with my family. I catch up on reading or go for a walk in the park. This routine keeps me balanced and productive. These kinds of responses help you speak more naturally in daily conversations. Now let's switch to expressing opinions on general topics. For instance, let's talk about social media. You could say, in my opinion, social media is a great way to stay connected with friends and family, especially if they live far away. However, I also think it can be distracting if we spend too much time on it. It's important to find a balance. I try to use social media to learn new things and follow educational content instead of just scrolling without purpose. Let's go through that slowly. In my opinion, social media is a great way to stay connected, especially with friends and family who live far away. However, it can also be distracting. It's important to find a balance. I try to use it for learning and education. Practicing opinion-based responses like this makes your English more advanced and useful. In group discussions, interviews, or even casual debates, let's talk about travel now, one of the most interesting topics to discuss. Say this with me. I love traveling because it helps me learn about new cultures. Whenever I visit a new city, I try to explore local food, traditions, and history. Traveling also helps me relax and break the routine of daily life. One of the most memorable trips I had was to the mountains, where the air was fresh, the views were stunning, and the people were very welcoming. I took a lot of pictures and made wonderful memories. Now repeat each of those with me. Think about your own travel experiences. Try saying, I went to, and describe where you went and what you saw. For example, I went to Lahore last year and visited the Badshahi Mosque. It was beautiful and I learned so much about the history. Sharing real stories helps you use real vocabulary. Let's now practice using expressions for giving advice and making suggestions. These phrases are useful when talking with friends, colleagues, or even during presentations. Say this. If you want to improve your English, I suggest practicing every day. You should try watching English news channels or listening to podcasts. Another great way is to keep a journal in English and write about your day. Reading books out loud can also help you improve your pronunciation. If I were you, I would speak with a language partner. Now repeat these slowly with me. I suggest practicing every day. Try watching English news channels. Keep a journal in English. Read books out loud. Speak with a language partner. Giving advice helps you speak clearly and confidently. Now imagine you're helping a friend who is nervous about learning English. How would you encourage them? Try saying, "Don't worry, learning a language takes time. Just focus on practicing a little every day. You're already doing great by watching videos and trying to speak. Mistakes are normal. They help you grow. Keep going, and you'll see improvement." These encouraging phrases are powerful and positive, and you can also say them to yourself whenever you feel frustrated with your progress. Let's also talk about problem solving in English. This is an important skill, especially in work or academic settings. Here's an example. We had an issue with our project deadline last week. One of our team members was sick, and the tasks were delayed. To solve the problem, we divided the remaining work among the team and worked extra hours to complete it on time. In the end, the project was submitted successfully, and we learned how to better manage our time. Now repeat the key ideas with me. We had an issue with our project deadline. A team member was sick, and tasks were delayed. We divided the work among the team. We worked extra hours to complete it. The project was submitted successfully. We learned to manage time better. Being able to describe a problem and its solution helps you speak confidently in professional situations. Let's do a short role play. I'll be a friend who needs your opinion. Ready? I say, "I'm thinking of learning a new language, but I don't know where to start." You answer, "Well, I think you should start with the basics, like simple words and phrases. You can use apps, videos, or books to begin. Also, try speaking with someone who knows that language." I say, "That sounds helpful. How often should I practice?" You say, "At least 20 minutes a day." Consistency is more important than long hours. Practicing these kinds of friendly conversations helps you stay fluent and supportive in real talks. Now let's go over some filler expressions that help you sound more natural. These are small words and phrases that give you time to think or make your speech flow better. Try repeating with me. Well, let me see. You know, actually, I mean, so, basically, to be honest, in fact, like I said, the thing is, use these in your practice dialogues. For example, "Well, I'm not sure about that. Actually, I think it's a great idea. You know, it really depends on the situation." Adding fillers helps you avoid long pauses and speak smoothly like a native speaker. Now let's go back to some quick-fire speaking drills. I'll ask a question, and you answer quickly in English. Don't overthink it. Just speak. "What did you eat for lunch?" Your answer, "I ate rice and chicken." "What are your plans for tomorrow?" Answer, "I'm going to study and meet a friend." "What book are you reading now?" Answer, "I'm reading a novel about travel." "What time do you usually sleep?" Answer, "Around 11 p.m. These quick responses build your reflex in speaking. You can practice these every day by asking yourself questions out loud. To finish this part, let's do one more storytelling practice. Last month, I started a new habit of waking up early. At first, it was difficult, and I felt tired in the mornings. But after a few days, I began to enjoy the peaceful time before the day starts. I use this time to exercise, read, and plan my day. It helped me feel more in control and focused. Now waking up early is part of my daily routine. And I feel more productive? Repeat each sentence now. Last month, I started a new habit of waking up early. At first, it was difficult. I felt tired in the mornings. After a few days, I began to enjoy the peaceful time. I used the time to exercise, read, and plan my day. It helped me feel more focused. Now, waking up early is part of my routine. I feel more productive. Practicing small stories like this gives you confidence and fluency. Let's keep practicing with even more real-life conversations, because the more situations you can handle in English, the more confident you'll feel. Let's talk about visiting a doctor. You might say, "I'm not feeling well today. I have a headache and a sore throat." The doctor may ask, "How long have you been feeling this way?" And you can answer, "Since yesterday morning. It got worse overnight." The doctor may then say, "Do you have a fever?" And you can respond, "Yes, a mild one." Let's repeat these lines together. I'm not feeling well today. I have a headache and a sore throat. Since yesterday morning. It got worse overnight. Yes, a mild one. Practicing these kinds of dialogues can be very useful if you ever need to explain your symptoms in English. Now let's imagine another common scenario. Ordering food at a restaurant. You walk in and say, "Hello, I'd like a table for 2, please." The waiter replies, "Right this way, here's your menu." Then you say, "Thank you, I'll have the grilled chicken with mashed potatoes. Can I get a glass of water as well?" The waiter replies, "Certainly. Would you like anything else?" And you say, "No, that's all for now. Thank you." Let's go through it together, slowly. "Hello, I'd like a table for 2, please. Right this way, here's your menu. Thank you, I'll have the grilled chicken. Can I get a glass of water as well?" "No, that's all for now." Thank you. These phrases are very helpful when you travel or eat out. Let's do another useful conversation, this time at the bank. You might say, "Good morning, I'd like to open a savings account." The clerk asks, "Do you have an ID with you?" You say, "Yes, here it is." They may ask, "What kind of account would you like?" You respond, "A basic savings account, please." Then you fill out a form and ask, "How long will it take to open the account?" The reply could be, "Just a few minutes." Repeat this with me. "Good morning, I'd like to open a savings account." "Do you have an ID with you?" "Yes, here it is." "What kind of account would you like?" "A basic savings account, please." "How long will it take?" "Just a few minutes." These practical exchanges prepare you for real-world English use. Now let's move toward more personal topics to help you connect emotionally in conversations. Let's talk about friendships. You can say, "I have a best friend named Sarah. We've known each other since school. She's kind, supportive, and always makes me laugh. Whenever I have a problem, she's the first person I call. We enjoy going out for coffee, watching movies, and just talking for hours. I'm really grateful for her friendship." Now repeat with me. I have a best friend named Sarah. We've known each other since school. She's kind and supportive. She always makes me laugh. She's the first person I call when I have a problem. We enjoy going out for coffee. We watch movies and talk for hours. I'm grateful for her friendship. Use this structure to talk about someone in your life. Let's now speak about goals and dreams. Being able to express your future ambitions is powerful. For example, one of my biggest goals is to become fluent in English. I want to be able to speak confidently in any situation, whether it's at work, while traveling, or in daily conversations. To achieve this, I've set a schedule to practice every day, watch English shows, and talk with others. It's not easy, but I believe in myself. Let's say it together now. One of my biggest goals is to become fluent in English. I want to speak confidently in any situation. At work, while traveling, or in daily conversations. I practice every day. I watch English shows and talk with others. It's not easy, but I believe in myself. Saying your goals out loud makes them feel more real and motivates you to keep going. Now, let's focus on building listening and shadowing skills. I'll say a few long sentences. You listen carefully and then repeat them right after me. Ready? Even though I was nervous about speaking English in front of others, I decided to try, and I'm glad I did, because it gave me more confidence. Now you? Even though I was nervous about speaking English in front of others, I decided to try. And I'm glad I did, because it gave me more confidence. Let's do another one. Learning a new language takes time and patience, but the more effort you put into it, the more progress you'll see. Repeat it slowly with me. Learning a new language takes time and patience. The more effort you put into it, the more progress you'll see. Practicing long sentences like these improves your flow and memory. Let's do some emotion-rich sentence practice now. These help you connect more naturally with people. Say this with me. That movie really touched my heart. I was so proud of myself when I passed the test. Sometimes I feel anxious when I speak, but I keep going. I get excited when I learn something new. Helping others gives me joy. These phrases not only improve your vocabulary, they also help you sound more human and expressive in your speech. Now, let's end with a complete real-life reflection. Imagine yourself talking with someone about your English journey. You might say, "When I first started learning English, I was very shy. I didn't know how to make sentences, and I was afraid of making mistakes. But slowly, I started practicing every day. I listened to videos, repeated words, and read out loud. I began to notice small improvements, and that gave me motivation to continue. Now I feel more comfortable expressing myself. I still make mistakes, but I don't let that stop me. Learning English has opened new doors for me, and I'm excited to keep going." Now say it with me, slowly. When I first started learning English, I was very shy. I was afraid of making mistakes. I started practicing every day. I listened to videos and read out loud. I noticed small improvements. That gave me motivation. Now I feel more comfortable. I still make mistakes, but I don't stop. Learning English has opened new doors. I'm excited to keep going. These reflections remind you how far you've come and encourage you to keep growing. Now let me share one last important thing with you. Fluency doesn't come overnight. It's a journey, but you're already on the right path. Every time you practice speaking, every time you repeat a sentence, every time you make an effort to understand, you're improving. Keep using English in your daily life. Talk to yourself. Repeat what you hear. Write your thoughts in English, and don't be afraid to speak. Even 5 or 10 minutes of daily speaking practice can make a huge difference. Your dedication matters. You have the power to become fluent. Thank you so much for speaking with me today. I hope this practice session from level 1 to level 7 helped you build confidence and fluency. If you enjoyed practicing with me, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss our daily English lessons. We're here to support you every step of the way. Keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, and remember, English is not just a language, it's your key to the world. See you in the next video. Take care and happy learning.